Reminds me of someone I was before, when nothing was on my mind.
Say.
Did I sleep for too long?
I'm gonna start now, though. Or you stay? I won't be streaming that long. Wow. That really brings you back to letting that intro play on your CRT TV. Oh, that's wrong. Hello, every nobody. Welcome to the stream. I guess this one's for posterity. We're gonna be playing a randomizer again. Actually, there's someone I should ping about that. Hey, I'm gonna start talking now. um... Don't hit the wall this time. Hmm. Well, FPS has to be capped to the original because it won't run on my system otherwise. Well, that sucks. 60 FPS is kind of a big selling point of this. Hey, at least it's consistently 30 FPS. I mean, it's 100% playable. Just if a spec bro comes in, he's gonna be screaming at me that the game's unplayable. 5 rupees for 30 rupees. For a split second there, I thought it was gonna be a hint. Wow. Hang on, I need to test something. Oh, okay, Midna. Okay, so it only lags when it's transitioning, not just because there's a large amount of polygons or something. I need to go somewhere that's actually, like, really taxing. FNAF for Life blew up New Jersey, apparently. But can you tell me where the most graphically intensive part Twilight Princess is? Because that's what I really need to know right now. I think it's got to be Lake Hylia. I mean, this place is huge. No, not really. Yeah, okay, well, if it can hold 30 FPS while OBS is streaming, and I'm in Lake Hylia, I guess that's acceptable. Oh, sorry, dude. Nothing to see here. So you clicked on someone streaming Dusklight Randomizer before it's out. Okay, you do know a little bit about Twilight Princess. Good. I'm glad you didn't just click just to say you blew up New Jersey. I'd say one cause of problems for most streamers is Hyrule Field since it loads the whole thing. Well, Kakariko Gorge, does that count? When I was in Kakariko Gorge earlier, was it loading the rest of Hyrule Field? I don't think so. Maybe I'll have to actually go to like outside the field and test that. Like walk into the field from Farron Woods or something. I'm always too aggressive with the chickens. They require a light touch. It doesn't load the Twilight Zones. I have the settings on so that Twilight is cleared from the start. My starting item is Shadow Crystal. So I can't actually go do any Twilight places. And they don't exist right now. I always fuck this one up. But I'm not gonna do it this time. You know, that's all I've been seeing, Blue Rupee. The first 3 checks that I checked have been Blue Rupee. Yes, thank you for the illustration of what just happened. So, are you a randomizer guy, or do you just like Twilight Princess? Twilight Princess. Both? Great! Great! Oh boy, I wish these 3D games had a rewind, huh? At least I can steal Flyer's life savings. Randomizer with the logic, though, is the only one I'll watch. I hate glitches. Well, I guess that you might want to cover your eyes because I find glitches to be intensely fascinating, and I will perform them whenever possible. But this is glitchless. Yeah, this glitchless logic. Glitched logic is just miserable if you don't know what you're doing. So in that sense, yes, I also hate glitches. So yeah, I'm not going to be using like any glitches to skip anything. Or I suppose break a logic, as it were. I guess it's a good thing you're incentivized not to use glitches, because if you break logic too much, you end up down a rabbit hole of items that you don't even need. Well, at least that's what my experience with Wind Waker tells me. I just started playing Twilight Princess randomizers when Dusklight came out, and I realized that you could build the randomizer branch from source and play it even though it's not out yet. One time I'll be happy it's a heart piece. Ooh, it's actually a heart piece. I won't game over. Okay, more bloopies. Oh, I suppose it's a good time for the disclaimer. Yeah. Oh shit, Aru's memo. Hell yeah. Okay, right. Disclaimer. Disclaimer: this randomizer is not publicly released, so any bugs or glitches are not representative of the final product. Thank you. Now that's out of the way. I'm going to enter. Oh, I keep forgetting, Midna. Keep forgetting. I'm going to enter Hyrule Field from Faron Woods and just see how it performs. Hello. Oh, hello, Sonia. Working well? Yeah, I mean, everything on the game's end is fine. Everything that the game should be doing, it's doing correctly. However, I had to cap the game at the original 30 FPS because it couldn't do 60 while streaming on OBS. I mean, you still get the widescreen and everything looks really good, but unfortunately, I had to cap it at 30. I don't know. Would going to 40 be like weird? Would that look wrong because it's not a multiple of 30? I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, okay, all right. It's running pretty smoothly. I remember on Dolphin this part of the game was where it chugged the most. That's a shame. Well, let's see. Let me see. Hang on. I'm going to put it back. I'm going to uncap it again. Shadow resolution. Oh, wait. Oh, I can actually decrease. Yeah, let's just do I will trade no, I don't think I want to trade that. I will trade visual like fidelity for frame rate in this case. Honestly, have no clue. Well, let's try let me try 40, capping it at 40. Okay, it can do 40. It can do 40 in Hyrule Field, so I'm going to leave it at 40. It's not 60, but it'll have to do. The randomizer, after all, it's not about getting the most response time out of your controller. It's about planning and game knowledge. Speaking of which, I didn't finish the Sphere Zero check, so I have to go back to Orden. The game basically spawns you next to 4 items you can get immediately without any items at all. And I didn't get them because I wanted to check how it performed. It went down to 39. But it looks okay. It looks stable enough. It is miles better than Dolphin ran this game, though. 100%. Am I dropping frames? No, I'm not. Okay, that's weird. Gotta love the quality of life stuff they put in this game, like the ability to change the time of day. Did you know that in the original game, there was no way to change the time of day? Not even like a convoluted one, like walk to the day-changing stone? Seems fine? Okay, good. And then they decided to make the brilliant decision to tie one of the game's main collectibles to nighttime and have it only collectible at nighttime. So in speedruns of this game, I watched a video about this. You have to specifically plan your run around when it is going to be nighttime, and then stop whatever it was you were doing in the daytime to go collect Poes in the nighttime. And they've got it down so that, like, If you fuck up and you are a little slow on one of the oh shit, that goat got mad at me. If you're a little slow in the nighttime or in the daytime section, you'll miss an entire cycle of nighttime, and you'll just have to restart your run, because there's no way you can wait an entire in-game day and still keep a decent pace for your world record or what have you. You'll never see me speedrunning this shit. This looks hard. Like, did you know that speedrunners are, well, should be making scores like 30 seconds on this minigame, and I'm already at 49 seconds? I'm trying my damnedest. It's just that these goats are so random. Hello, Twitch chat. How are you doing? Hello, YouTube chat. How are you doing? I have to start fostering another blue rupee, by the way. I've been getting nothing but blue rupees. I have to foster rivalry between Twitch chat and YouTube chat. Everybody does that, right? Okay, what's the other check? Right, wrestling. Sumo wrestling. Hello, Bo. Hello again, Bo. He's a teleporter. Currently dumping my Pokemon Fire Red because there's a weird, creepy ARG ROM hack I want to try. Careful. Like, you know, there's a good chance those could be trash. I'm sure you're not talking about an EXE type game. I'm sure it's something much better than that. No. No, Bo, I will not be trying. Or I will not be listening to more. Get your fat ass on the ground, my mayor. Oh shit. Man, you shouldn't be able to smack your constituents in the face. Oh, I think he won. No. Maybe I can circle around. Oh, he won. This is how you get votes in Orden. No. This is how you hold an election in Orden. You have to beat the previous mayor at a sumo wrestling match. And then when you're done, he tells you he cheats. I'm not kidding. He's not cheating right now, but he does cheat. Oh, that's gotta be... Yeah. He's down. Once you see the grundle, you know it's over. Alright, let's see what I get for that. It's another rupee. Okay, so you've got the sumo wrestlers' instructions, but then you've got a bunch of these drawings of Bo and a bloody handprint. I guess the Dark Brotherhood is after Bo. I wonder what that says. Whoa, Bo's armed? He's got weapons back here. I guess because he's like the Orca type character, so he's supposed to have a martial arts dojo in the back and also weapons. So, Sonia, did you try this game out yet? And I don't mean the randomizer. I'm just gonna check the tracker to make sure I didn't forget anything. I'm gonna be checking the tracker a lot because I need help learning this game, and the tracker is like the most useful tool that they provide you with here. Orden shield. And Orden shield and Orden sword is what I'm always missing. I always miss Orden shield, sword and shield. Oof. Did you try the newest game? Did you try the newest version of the cowboy game yet? No, I didn't. What exactly did you add again? You haven't tried it yet, but you're developing it. Okay, no, I understand. It's just the graphics. It's the graphics update. You're gonna do a playthrough of Ocarina of Time first. Oh shit, is that Zora armor? Yep. Hell yeah. You added the sprites. Well, if you're gonna do Ocarina of Time, play Ship of Harkinian, the PC port of Ocarina of Time. And if you want to play Majora's Mask... Oh, haven't tried TP, dummy? Oh, jeez. Well, it's confusing sometimes. There's too much latency. Ah! If you want to play Majora's Mask, play 2 Ship 2 Harkinian, which is another PC port. It's kind of weird to me that Twilight Princess got its decomp before Wind Waker. I mean, Wind Waker came out 3 years earlier and is, I guess from a layman's perspective, would seem easier to do. You're playing the original on your N64. Honestly, it's super impressive what even playing it with a widescreen mod on an emulator can do. Like that game, I played through it in widescreen. It adds so much, and I can't even put it into words why. Like the cinematic letterboxing that they have to do for cutscenes. I always found that looks really good in those Zelda games. But letterboxing is just a way to force 16:9 on a 4:3, so it doesn't look as good. But then you have everything like running widescreen normally without letterboxing, and it I don't know, it just looks more like a movie. I don't know how else to explain. I forgot about Majora's Mask. I think I'm gonna do it after Ocarina of Time, before Twilight Princess. Don't play the 3DS version. It's not worth playing the 3DS version. It is worth playing the Ocarina of Time 3DS version, though. Let me think. Oh, right. There's a grotto in Hyrule Field. It's also tier 0 if you have the Shadow Crystal. When I'm getting close to finishing Majora's Mask, I might borrow your Wind Waker copy. Right. Yes. Yes, you can. You can dump that too. And then when the Wind Waker decomp comes out, I can use that legally acquired ROM to actually play the game. Like I'm doing with this game right now. Thanks for letting me use your facilities to dump this ROM, and also thank you for setting up the randomizer for me. I would not have been able to do it myself. Yeah, doing both on the N64. I mean, the controller is definitely going to be better experience on the original hardware than if you're trying to play with a regular gamepad. Because you got to do weird things with the C buttons. You have to do what the GameCube port of N64 games did, where the C stick was the C buttons, and so you're pressing buttons by flicking the stick around. It kind of doesn't really work that well. Even though that's how I streamed Majora's Mask, I had to use the right stick on my PlayStation 4 controller as C buttons. Nothing. Blue rupee. You're gonna stream Ocarina of Time. Ooh. That could be fun. I can join in backseat game. There's a bug in the middle field somewhere. Using the stick for the C button sucked. Especially since the controller's not notched. Like, no modern controllers are notched, so you can't hold, yeah. When I did the Ocarina of Time random a while ago, you streamed that. Yeah. Wait. No. No, that wasn't you. Yes. Not one you streamed. I'm turned around. Where's that patch? Oh wait, I see an item over there. What is that? That is a heart piece. Yeah, that's a heart piece. Is there another bug? No, I already got that while I was testing the performance, so I'm going to declare that I've checked what I can here, and now I'm going to double check. Let's see if I'm right. That would be South Hyrule Field. Farronfield. Yep. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this. I've only streamed the Sly 1 random so far. Yeah. I'm gonna look around. Let's see where there's a good high density of checks to do. Actually, a surprising amount of desert checks are available. And the only item I found in Sphere Zero so far was the Aru's Memo. So I could take that to the desert and then do... It's almost 10 checks. So I think that's the play. You might get a little bit spoiled watching me do this. I mean, everything's wildly out of order. I just started the game and I'm already going to Gerudo's Desert. While I'm here, don't let me forget to unlock the portal. Oh shit, I should get rid of the tracker too. There we go. Okay. Also, I'm pink. I'm Pinkle. Pinkle, yeah. That makes sense. Because the female version of Link is Linkle. So the pink version of Link would be Pinkle. Right? That makes sense to me. Yeah, I might have to leave. Well, it's not going to show any cutscenes. It won't show cutscenes and it won't show story. And I'm going to be fast skipping through all text. So the only thing that would get spoiled is environments or when I go into a dungeon. If I go into a dungeon, you got to click off because you don't want to spoil the dungeons or the bosses. Wait, I forgot. Grotto. Get the grotto first because you're spawned right next to the grotto and you don't want to cross all the way. Keep the video minimized and use chat only. That's a good idea. Because I'm not going to be saying anything spoiling of the game. But you might accidentally see something spoiling. Whoa, did you know Link can turn into a wolf in this game? Isn't that a crazy spoiler? You know, I wanted to post this stream in the Dusklight Discord, but they've got 25,000 people in that Discord, and I think I would get nuked from orbit for trying to do that. Like, even if I just mentioned it. Whoa. Yeah, whoa, right? It's crazy. Crazy spoiler. I didn't know Link could wolf. He's a furry. Man, I want to talk about that so bad, but it is actually spoilers. Shit. Well, I'll just tell you about something that peeved me off, but I won't explain why it peeved me off. I was looking at, like, an animation meme, and I think Woofle will know what I'm talking about. There's that scene in Castlevania where it was in one of the final seasons. Which one? It was Richter?
Yeah, Trevor.
Trevor, yeah, it's Trevor Belmont, and he's with the mage girl, and he's eating a meal, and he says, "This is better than sex." You remember that?
Right, yes.
And then she looks at him and scolds him, right?
Yeah.
Well, someone was using that audio, and it was Link from this game and Princess Zelda. And that made me really mad, because this is, like, the only Zelda game where Link's main love interest is not Princess Zelda. And that's all I'll say. Like, man, did you even play the game? Or do you just assume that Link is always going after Princess Zelda? He's his own man, damn it. He can fall in love with whoever he chooses.
Fall in love with Ganondorf, actually.
Well, that's Breath of the Wild Link. Whoople said he should fall in love with Ganondorf. And then 1,000 pictures of Link in a Gerudo outfit flashed in my head. Fucked up part is that they're all by the same person. Okay, that's probably not true. That was like one of the more popular things to draw in that year. Sheesh. In Breath of the Wild, he's got both Zelda and Mipha, to be honest. But Mipha is like too good. Mipha is too good. So she's like, I'm just going to support Link in his decision. So he doesn't have her. Because she's such a supportive friend. She's like, oh, okay, I guess Link and Zelda are meant to be together. When she totally could have stolen that shit. Link x Ganondorf toxic yaoi. Exactly. This is what the people want. Look, I've been hanging out in the Twilight Princess community, and I know this is what the people really want. That and procedurally generated role goal. Actually, I don't think anyone's asking for that. That's a mini game in this game that most people will miss, will just gloss over completely. Because she's dead? Well, yeah, I know that. Like, but we're talking, in the flashbacks, it's made pretty clear that she makes that with no intention of him ever getting it. Like, she makes it because that's what Zoras do when they want to marry somebody. But she knows she can't ever give it to Link because, yeah. They're clearly, like her... What, Zelda and Link are clearly, like, already joined at the hip. Even in the flashback portions of that game. Blue Rupee! Finding nothing in the desert. I'm starting to think that there's nothing in the desert. Did you play Skyward Sword, Sonia? I know that a lot of people couldn't bring themselves to play that game because of motion controls. But Zelda despises him for most of the flashbacks. I wouldn't say despises. I never got that vibe from their relationship. It's more like he's a non-verbal autistic and she's knock knock, how's it going? I never played Skyward Sword. You came in right while I was trying to make a joke about Link being autistic non-verbal and Zelda being autistic special interest very verbal at Link. That's how the relationship is in Breath of the Wild. And I know that might come off as like, I mean, Zelda's the ruler of her kingdom. Of course she's going to be a little, you know... If I remember correctly, actually, she was mostly stressed about the fact that she couldn't, like, manifest goddess powers immediately. Maybe I need to replay that game. Anyway, how is it going to you, Annabelle? Are you, is this your first playthrough? No, I'm doing a randomizer on Dusklight right now. That's why I'm pink and have no weapons. And already in Gerudo Desert. I played this game for the first time in, like, 2008, so it would not be my first playthrough. I can never remember where those bugs are. I'm good, thanks for asking. Oh, I see. Yeah, are you a randomizer player? There's supposed to be a bug around here. Dang, bruh. 2008 so far. Yeah. Did you see that enemy eat shit just then? That was awesome. Means you forget everything. Well, okay, I did a run on offline, and then I did half a run offline. So I have a little practice. Got a little practice in before I started this. I was playing with the tracker on screen the whole time, so I should be able to remember where the bugs are. But I can't find the bugs. Just new here, like a newbie. Well, I mean, if you have a copy of Twilight Princess, now is the time to dump that shit and play Dusklight, because this is, without question, the best way to play the game. And this isn't even out yet. Sonia in chat, take a bow, Sonia. Sonia helped me compile this randomizer from source code, from their GitHub. They're still ironing out some issues, like I was getting arrows, and the tracker was saying that I was getting bombs. So something's a little fucky with the tracker. The tracker's not fully done. There's a few bugs. I think there's a bug in Forest Temple that kept getting me soft locked if you don't have Claw Shot. The monkeys were like scripted wrong or something. Whatever. Good to hear that. Yeah, it was not easy. It took a lot. It took a lot. Because between me and Sonia, Sonia is the technically minded one, and I'm the not technically minded one. It's like Sonia is the brain and the creativity, and I'm the creativity. By the way, do you play other games besides this, or just smashing this one? Well, right now, I'm playing 3 games, actually. I'm also playing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the first time, blind, because one of my viewers was like, you gotta play this game. I'm supposed to be, you know, the big Zelda fan, but I never played Link's Awakening. So I'm fixing that, and I'm also playing RimWorld, the colony simulator. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. There will be RimWorld tomorrow, if you want to, you know, follow and come back. Alright, I'm giving up. I'm looking up a guide for the bugs. You've got good taste in games. Well, don't tell them I'm not enjoying Link's Awakening as much as I enjoy Twilight Princess. The whole series is pretty fun for real. Well, yeah. I don't think that there's a Zelda game developed by Nintendo. Yeah, they're all fun. I even found Tears of the Kingdom fun, and I know that that's kind of a divisive opinion. A lot of people really don't like Tears of the Kingdom. By the way, is it your off day or usually stream after work? Actually, funny story. I used to not stream, and then I injured my back really badly, and I'm out of a job. I injured my back on the job, and I'm out of the job, and so I'm just filling the empty hours streaming video games, which is what I used to do in university. Because believe it or not, I have more energy after doing schoolwork than doing like physical labor. But I'm getting better, and Grotto Desert bugs. Yeah, that's a good idea for real. I mean, yeah, well, eventually the ennui and the boredom just fucking get to you, man. You need to do something. Broadcasting. It's something that I've been doing on YouTube for, Jesus Christ, it must be like 8 years now. I always surprise myself with that statistic. I'm like, geez, how long have I been doing this, like, on and off? And then I look at the numbers, and it's like 8, 9 years. And I'm like, holy shit, how did my channel gain absolutely zero traction in all this time? But I'm not, it's not like I'm doing it for the views anyway. It's just fun to stream. Sonia says, Tears of the Kingdom was alright, but I think the create your solutions, create your weapons thing takes away from what made Breath of the Wild enjoyable in general. It also forgets a bunch of stuff from Breath of the Wild. When you've got viewers and followers, then it would be so fun. The thing is, I'm gonna talk about the Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm gonna respond to Annabelle first, because I'm looking at this map of bugs. I'm scrolling through a giant list. Oh wait, there it is, Grotto Desert. Okay, so Breath of the Wild, I kind of think they should have put it in a different, or Tears of the Kingdom, they should have put it in a different map. The map in Tears of the Kingdom should have been like completely new. And that way, you could, like, way more easily design all of these, like, weird mechanical problems around it. So I guess my criticism is that Tears of the Kingdom remembers too much of Breath of the Wild and forgets too much of it at the same time. I prefer Breath of the Wild. When you got viewers and followers, it would be so fun. Just drop you a follow. Follow. Hopefully, we'll join you next time. Wow, thanks. I really appreciate it. Are you on DC or Insta? Well, Discord, right? I have a Discord server. That's in the link in the description of this channel. Since you're on Twitch, so that would be there. I don't have Instagram. But I do have a YouTube channel, and I do have Blue Sky. Shit, I was talking too much. I forgot to actually look where the bug was. Hey, I was looking there. What do you mean? Did I pick that up and forget that I picked that up? Cool, you can add me there. Oh, yeah, on Blue Sky, yeah, sure, why not? it wouldn't hurt to have some mutuals. Actually, it's funny because I only recently started multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, and in the last few weeks since I started doing that, my videos and streams have been getting a lot more traction. So yeah, thanks. And yes, it looks like I did pick up that bug, and I didn't even notice. So I'm going to head over to North Grotto Desert. Here's mine. Here's my Discord. Don't forget me to shoot me a wave there. Sure. Well, Discord, that's more of my, like, private messaging thing. So if you do want to communicate me with on Discord, don't just start DMing me. You can communicate with me directly in my Discord server. or indirectly on the Blue Sky. Because I'm in a lot of really big servers, and I have a lot of like random people friending me. I usually just ignore them. Alright, let's fuck up these Boblins. Ah, sweet destruction. Nothing more satisfying. Just go round and around and around and around. Okay. By the way, you know, I also do stream with my homies via server community, where you fun. Well, I'm glad that you fun and support streamers. Well, that's nice. But if you came into this stream just to advertise your Discord server, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm sorry. I have my own community. I'm not looking for any others to like live in. But that's cool. I mean, I don't have any Discord servers with 16,000 members in it. All right. Yeah, I appreciate the hustle. I was in one of those servers. It was actually for local streamers, like from where I'm from. So it was like there was people that I had met in real life in there, and boy, that place lasted like 2 weeks, and then the server owner just decided not to support it anymore. I mean, obviously, I'm not comparing that to your server. If it's got 16,000 members, then it's going to be active no matter what you do. Purple rupee. Okay, a little better than a blue rupee, but... I mean, come on, guys. What I'm really looking for here is items. And the last one is a lantern chest. Lantern chest I can't get. I don't have lantern. Alright, I'm checking the tracker. Oh, dude. Come on, man. You know what? I'm gonna let him beat me to death. He deserves a little bit of, lone small chest? Actually, I'm not done here. Don't beat me to death. I'm gonna leave the tracker on screen just for a minute. Excuse me. So what kind of games are you into? When I mentioned RimWorld, you said I had a good taste in games. Do you play, like, Dwarf Fortress? Dwarf Fortress players scare me. 2 bugs, huh? 2 bugs. Oro's memo led me to Gerudo Desert. Gerudo Desert only gives me bugs, so I guess my next stop is Agatha. Oops, no, this button. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna turn this off. I mostly play RPGs in story mode. Not yet. Bold claim. A not yet for Dwarf Fortress. Well, more power to you, because I couldn't. I couldn't play that game. In case you didn't know, it has no graphics. It's completely text-based. By the way, why didn't VTuber on stream? As you've a nice PFP of a furry, also you didn't customize it. Well, no, I'm not a VTuber. No, I'm a variety streamer. So the focus of these streams is the gameplay. There will be nothing else on screen. Unless I'm playing a game that's 4x3, in which case there might be background elements or just black bars. But no, I'm not a VTuber. And I don't know what you mean by I didn't customize it. Are you talking about my Twitch channel? Because I did just create it, and I don't really know much about Twitch. I don't watch Twitch streamers. Oh, that's cool. You know, man, you're scaring me because it's like when randos come in and they start asking questions like that, usually they get really aggressive. So thank you for not doing that. Presentation is important. That's what you're saying? Yeah, you should look at my YouTube channel. I put a lot more effort into the presentation than the YouTube channel. And I especially like streaming on YouTube because you can have thumbnails. You can have a thumbnail. And I really like that. Basic logo banner is the main identity of your channel. Yeah, I didn't have a banner. When I stream 4x3, I use 1440 by 1080. Right above my head. By the way, I just share with you some example visuals so you'll get a better idea. Oh, I have a banner. I mean, Sonia in chat right now made me a banner. I can use that. I'm just kind of lazy, alright? Give me a break. I'm gonna see what's in Malomart, and then I'm gonna leave. Oh, right. Forgot. Gotta get my shoes shined. Cleanest shoes in all of Hyrule. Ooh. It's a blue rupee. Rather than use black bars. Oh, you mean the video output is just in that resolution and there's no need for black bars. I get it now. I do get it. I think that's everything in Castletown. I think there's a couple checks outside, too. You can get those. I need to be going back to the Sphere Zero checks. The checks that I can get without having to do anything special. Oh, speaking of which, let's see what this guy has. For arrows. Sorry, not buying your arrows. What was I saying? Right. I think the best strategy for randomizers is you have to start with all the stuff you can get first and then work your way up. And maybe when I got Aro's memo, I started working my way up a little too early. I thought for sure, ooh, there's going to be something good in the desert, but no. Yeah, there's an item in that little flower patch. It's one of the bug checks. Is that hidden skill? No, that's a heart container. Man, where's all the items? That's right. You need the hook shot for those two checks. So I gotta get out of here. But where to next? I know where has I know somewhere that has some checks you can do immediately when you start the game. to go up to Zora's domain. There's one bug and 2 chests, and then in the lower river, there's... No, I don't have bow, and I don't have bombs. I don't have anything. You know, I always find it interesting, the Zoras don't have any reaction to you being a wolf. Most creatures do. Even the Gorons have kind of a reaction. They look at you. I don't think the Zoras even look at you. And humans just get scared. Yo. That was completely... I just jumped and ended up exactly where I needed to be. What? You can't jump back the way you came? Oh, man. Wait, you can just make these jumps. Just make those jumps. You don't even need to use Midna. Here we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Fishing rod. So, wow, we can just go down the river and do the fishing rod checks. How sick, how sweet, how awesome. And of course, that's purple rupee. But to come around to touch back on those black bars. I think the best way to stream a randomizer that's in 4x3 is in 16:9, because it gives you exactly enough room for the tracker to be on one side of the screen, and then everything you need to know is on there. That's a vanilla. That's vanilla placement. I thought the curse of the blue rupee was affecting me again. Wait, I already got this one. So the actual chest I want is over by Mother and Child Rock. Isn't it? Yeah, it's just up this hill. I could have gotten it while I was over here. Whatever. So, do you guys have faith in that Ocarina of Time remake? It's the bomb bag. Okay. All right, bomb bag. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I'm of 2 minds. 16:9 for 4x3 randomizer with a tracker on the side is a good idea. Oh, that's what I did for Wind Waker, and it looked great. I would do that. Yeah. But for a 16:9 game, the black bars are a little distracting. I'll admit it. Oh shit, I forgot to disable howling as a check. It's a butterfly. It really depends on the direction. That's what I was going to say. I'm of 2 minds here. Either they decide that they want to make Ocarina of Time in the style of Breath of the Wild, in which case it will not be the same game that was so great for what it was. It will be a completely different game, and it won't even be a remake, in my opinion. Sorry, it won't be... I guess it would still be a remake. It wouldn't be a... you couldn't call it a remaster, though. I don't think we have enough info about the remake for me to make a judgment. I guess that's why I'm asking, like, what's the hope feels? Because I have some hope that they're going to go the other route and say, let's double down on what made this game great and get rid of all the bullshit. Congratulations. You've reached 100 messages today. Thank you, Restream, but I didn't ask. If it's just Breath of the Wild, it will probably suck. That's Domrod. That's Domrod over there. We gotta go fishing with Henna. How about you, Annabelle in chat? You Ocarina of Time enjoyer, are you excited for the remake? Because I am excited for it. I think they never really bungled more than one remake of a Zelda game, and that was Majora's Mask 3D. They just kind of neutered its visual identity. And that's an extremely important part of Majora's Mask. But when they remade Wind Waker, it had too much bloom, but it was good. It removed annoying quests. I caught someone's heart. This game had a remake on the Wii U, and it was pretty good. I'm hoping it's like the original, but with improvements in cutscenes and visual presentation, maybe longer dungeons or whatever. I do think that they're going to be changing a lot more than the examples that I listed, because the examples that I listed are remakes only because they changed a few things. Otherwise, they would just be remasters. But I think they want to go in a completely different direction. I think they want to really actually remake Ocarina of Time for a modern audience. And that's what really scares me, because if it was just a straight remaster, I'd be like, hell yeah. But it's not going to be that, is it? I'll play it eventually. I have to. It's a Zelda game. And I have hope. But it is true that we don't know enough. I got a wooden sword! Hell yeah, I got a weapon. Nice. Make Hyrule Field feel bigger with more stuff to do rather than just an empty travel point between places. Well, there was stuff to do. It just wasn't very engaging. Like, if you want to shoot Pose off the back of your horse, that's something to do in the field, but it's not very engaging. Avoiding P-hats isn't very engaging. They got away with that because it was the first 3D game people had ever seen for a lot of people, and that was just enough of a novelty for it to be all they needed. So if they can somehow keep the core identity and the really solid story while also giving new audiences something like that, like something new and interesting, I could be happy with this remake. The P-hats just suck, it's true. Notice that she told me to shoo because I'm a wolf, but in that scene you're supposed to be human. So she was saying her wolf lines during the queue when she should have been saying her human lines. And no, I'm not a handy guy. I'm a literal wild animal. So I'm leaving your house, woman. Genuinely, Hyrule Field is the weakest part. Good thing you don't spend too much time there after Child Link. And it gets a lot easier if you side hop. Side hopping makes traveling across Hyrule Field way faster. Why do I have a feeling that Annabelle person just came in to sell me something? Because they were chatting, and I appreciate that, but they kept trying to steer the conversation towards their Discord server and their community, and how I might be able to improve my reach. Whatever. I don't know, that rubbed me the wrong way. Side hopping is dumb and annoying. But it works. Well, there's a poor man's side hopping, which is backwalking. Backwalking is also faster. Okay. I'm gonna see what that wolf unlocked. It works, but it's dumb and annoying. Alright, what about super sliding? The definitive fastest way to get around in Ocarina of Time. Which is smart and annoying. Alright, I'm gonna look at the tracker, see where I should go next. I could have done Bulblin Camp. No, wait. No, I couldn't have, because I didn't have sword yet. Bomb Rock Chest. Bomb Skit Grotto. I don't know what super sliding is. That's the glitch where you put a bomb on the ground and then you, like, manipulate it with your shield while pausing. And it causes the recoil from the bomb hitting your shield to send you across the map, like, in an instant. Look it up. It's pretty cool. When I was playing Ocarina of Time, I tried to pull off one super slide. I never got to do one super slide. Anyway, we're going to Eldin Field next. Because there's some bomb checks I can do, and also some Sphere Zero checks I can do. That would be... Eldin Field? This one? Big one? You can only get to it from Kakariko Gorge until you have gate keys. Oh, that one. I've seen it, but I didn't know the name. Yeah. Super Slide. Super Slide. If only I had some items, I could demonstrate a few Twilight Princess glitches. Oh, well. There's a really fun one that lets you go flying. The long jump attack. Oh, there's a red rupee over there. No, that's a purple rupee. You're not too bored, are you? Okay. Yeah, this game has some of the most interesting glitches I've ever seen. Like the back in time one, that is also in Skyward Sword. Because of how they construct their menus between those games. The same way. They construct it the same way. Where you reset the game on a specific frame. And then you end up in the playable title screen. Very interesting one. I wonder how you will see Twilight Princess's Hyrule Field, because, you know, a lot of people have the same complaints about this game's field. And I don't necessarily agree. I think this game has a way better field. Not right now, though, when I'm looking for this hole. There's the hole. Wait, this is a lantern check? I think there's a bonus chest in here that it told me to get, but I can't get the lantern one. Yeah, this one. More rupees. That maxed out my wallet. I should go empty my wallet. In a minute. I don't want to walk all the way back to the Elden Field. Is that a heart piece? I think that's a heart piece. It is Ashe's sketch, actually. For now, I'll trust your judgment that it's better than OOT's. Well, but it's way bigger. First of all, the field is way bigger in this game, but it's sectioned off into regions. So right now, I'm in a very large portion of Hyrule Field, but it's only the Elden Province part of Hyrule Field. And it's connected to Kakariko Gorge, and then North Hyrule Field, which is across this bridge. But I think that it does a better job because it's the field is broken up in between these like bridges and smaller little areas, and there's always chests and shit to get in each part of the field, which is not true in Ocarina of Time. I don't think they put a single like heart piece or rupee chest in the field itself in that game, but they do in this game a lot more. And you can actually see the grottos. You don't have to bomb like random trees to find grottos in this game. You just have to dig. Also, check this out. Tab back in. This one's not at all a spoiler. But you see this box? This box exists in this grotto and Lakebed Temple only. So this box is in only those two spots. It has absolutely no use in Lakebed Temple, but here in this grotto, you can throw this box in the water and it'll float. And you'll notice that the fish start eating it. I can stand on this box too. It even plays the same type of animation that the Deku Nuts play in Wind Waker, where when it's slowly devoured, pieces of it start to go missing. It's speculated this is unused content, that they were actually going to include a few more of these boxes for puzzles and stuff, but they never got around to implementing actual puzzles with it, so they just sort of put it around in a few spots and kept the code where the fish eat the box. Because there's no reason to take it out, right? The box. Oh, if only I could use the fishing rod to get that heart container. Oh well. I think you can just jump as Wolf. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I'm almost dead. Now I really need that heart container. I don't know, do you have a heart on you, dude? Oh, I can't climb up there. But wait, isn't there a thing where you can lure? Never mind. Game overs don't matter in the randomizer anyway. Yes, retry. Yes. Anyway, you're supposed to be able to do this jump using the Dominion Rod, but I don't have the full Dominion Rod yet. I only have the rusty Dominion Rod. So you can actually get Wolf Link up onto this ledge. And then if you jump at the right angle, he makes it. Oh, we didn't make it that time, though. You gotta get close enough to the ledge that you can grab it, but not so far to the right where you have no ledge to climb up on after he grabs the ledge. Shit. These Bulblins are messing up my my setup here, man. Oh, and I died. Whatever, that's not in logic, so that would be breaking logic if I got that. I shouldn't do it. I gotta bring up the tracker again, though. Bomb rock, male grasshopper, spring water rush. Yeah, I can do those. The bomb rock is annoying though, because I don't have bomb arrows. It's doable without bomb arrows, but it was designed for bomb arrows. What is that? Oh, it's the Hawkeye. Completely useless item. It's just a telescope. Also, weird thing. These, what are they, what would you call these vines? Kudzu? It's tiled weird. I don't know why it does that. I think they had a bunch of, like, textures for an overhanging kudzu, and then they just copy and pasted it a bunch of times to make a full-length one. Anyway, it looks kind of bad. Because there's baked-in lighting at the quote-unquote top. So it looks like it's being lit 4 separate times from 4 separate sources. I don't know. It looks wrong. There we go. Oh my god. Intimidating. They're looking at the spot that they last saw me right there. They're just waiting. What are they waiting for? I'm not coming back this way. Bye. Actually, I can just warp straight to Kakariko. I'm gonna look at the tracker while I heal. Let's see what Kakariko Village has, since we're here. Oh, quite a few that I can get, actually. Including some that require spending the money that I've been hoarding. I guess I'll check... We're not open yet. Certainly not for impatient morning people. What? Do you have to go to Dominion to buy a Dominion rod? I was going to say that earlier when I was making tea. Yeah, you can buy them there. But you can't get the progressive Dominion rod. The progressive Dominion rod is only obtainable the second time. I don't know. Randomizer joke fell flat. Another blue rupee. You know, it's funny. Last seed, I was not getting items either, but they were all bombs. I was just getting bombs, 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 bombs. Like, not bomb bag. Bomb refill. So it's just bombs, bombs, bombs. You can't be serious. Oh, wait, but there's gways. Does that mean it's technically nighttime? I think the game thinks it's nighttime, and that's why Mallow is saying impatient morning people, because it's like 3 in the morning or something. President's Choice Rod. Yeah, that's all we can hope for, right? That's all we can afford. The President's Choice Rod. There. Now Malamart is open. And I can give Mallow all of my money. For free. Okay, Mallow is selling water bombs. So I have to buy this for 200 rupees because there's another item behind it. Which is a snail, which I will also buy. And then I'll just donate the rest of my money. Alright, what's next? The chest in here, in the inn, in the Eld Inn. There's a pun. It's oft overlooked, but if you read the sign outside, we're in the Elden province, right? Well, they called this place their Eld Inn. The Eld Inn. And, oh shit, it's a half milk bottle. My parents used to buy the tortilla chips they made at Dominion, but they got way too salty recently. You know, I actually had the exact same experience, but I didn't know that they used to be less salty. I don't know if you noticed this, but those Dominion chips that we had on those nachos were really, really salty.
They were.
Yeah, Sony just brought it up in chat. Apparently, they changed the way they make it recently, so it's more salty now. I ate one of those plain, and it was like, whoa! Is this like a ranch-flavored Dorito? Like, this is so much powder and salt on this. Anyway. Oh, the Eld Inn actually got you. I didn't notice that pun until recently. Let's see what Barnes has for sale. He's selling arrows. Barnes, the bomb maker, is selling arrows. They were definitely less salty before. They put on a lot more. We might be facing a problem that stems from one person. Maybe they hired some guy who just doesn't care how much salt he's putting on, and he just keeps putting on salt. Somebody with a salt tooth is like, things should be this salty, and no less salty. Then again, Dominion could have just started instructing their workers to demolish their chips with salt. It wasn't that funny. I was laughing sarcastically. Damn, that doesn't come across in text. I hate that it doesn't come across in text. Ah. Wait, I can do this alcove check. But I need to get the cuckoo first. I forgot about the cuckoo. No, I can't do it. I can't do it before I do Goron Mines. Of course. But wait a minute. Why is this guy here, then? This guy shouldn't be here before I beat Goron Mines. There should be more Gorons around. Oh, whatever. Randomizer fucks up the game state a lot. There's multiple NPCs, like, pasted around. Bo is in 2 places at once, because he has to be. There's actually nothing I can do with that. I don't know why I even bothered. They used to be the perfect blend of salty and sweet, but now it's like wild. sweet, huh? Oh, wait. No way. I just get this for free? Alright, cool. Whoa, did the lighting just change to nighttime there? I think it did. This cutscene's supposed to play during nighttime, so the game just adjusted the time of day, on the fly. There was an ant inside the grave. Now please save my son with this ant. I'm gonna stream for another like half hour and 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna call it quits. I got a few chores to do. And by chores, I mean picking up food. The lighting of the mind has changed. At most, you can only see another side. Oh, shit, what's that from? That changes the lighting in my mind, but I can't put my finger on what that is. Barnes Bomb Bag, Malamart, and Alcove Chest. The Alcove Chest is apparently doable, but no, that's right. You can do the Alcove Chest with just the Cuckoo. You don't need the Goron. You know what's kind of interesting? If you turn into a wolf and talk to this chicken, it'll tell you that it escaped its previous master, who only used this cuckoo to fly around. So this cuckoo, or cuckoo, however you want to pronounce it, has like trauma associated with being grabbed and flown around. And yet the solution to get this chest is to grab this cuckoo and then use it to fly around. It's because I've said it before, it's a Deltarune quote. During a boss fight, right? I think I remember. That sounds like text that Toby Fox put in the game to like show up during a boss fight. That's what it's Pog! I got the hero's bow. Now, how do you feel about being flown around like that, Mr. Cuckoo? Let me talk to you. He says, I am little more than a flying toy. People use me day in and day out. I just want to be a regular cuckoo. That's why I ran away from my master. The people here are kind. They do not play roughly with me, but I have to say, I do get a little lonely sometimes. That's what the cuckoo says. He doesn't want to be a toy. Wants to be his own cuckoo. And lay eggs, I guess, or wake up lazy sleepers. That's what it was in Ocarina of Time. All the cuckoos wanted to wake up a lazy sleeper. That's their goal in life. So what can we do with bow and arrow? What does that open up? It doesn't open up the dungeon that bow and arrow is in because I don't have iron boots yet. There's more I can get in Kakariko Graveyard, actually. And I can do the Orden cat rescue with the fishing rod if I want to. Bow. What is bow? Can't do sharpshooting. A random NPC says it because the Dark World's color scheme changes for plot reasons. I understand. It has some interesting implications. It does. I think that ties into what Ralsei says in the latest chapter, right? Where he's just about to tell the main character of the game that he can see the game's UI. And then Susie's like, oh yeah, I already knew about that. I love that part. He's like, well, you see, there's actually buttons. And then Susie's like, oh yeah, I know about that. I guess I'll go back in. Oops. I'll go back in and do the Kakariko Graveyard checks that I missed. And then I'll try to find some place to do bow checks. But the problem is that the bow... The bow by itself doesn't unlock very much. There's no bow-specific chest, like where you have to shoot a crystal switch. Those crystal switches only exist in the dungeon, so basically every bow check is a bow and iron boots check, because there's no way into Goron Mines without iron boots. Yeah. So bow is kind of nothing for me right now, except a good weapon to use on Bulblins. Flowery told me. That's right! What does he sound like with his voice clips? Give me some voice clips that Flowery says, and I'll say them in his intonation. Oh, it's Harpies. Okay. Every time he talks to Ralsei, what does he say? Like, oh, there, little guy, or something like that. And then show him Ashe's sketch. Ha! It's my Gerona! Aren't I basically doing a Toby Fox impression here? Because it's him doing that voice. Here I come, San Francisco. Okay. So he holds that. Okay, so it's here I come, San Francisco. No, that's not quite right. That doesn't sound quite right. I can't do it. Hey, Rally. Bombs. Come on, man. Everyone wants to give me bombs. No one wants to give me Domrod 2 or Claw Shot or Iron Boots. Give me Iron Boots. That's what I really need. I could go clear a dungeon with Iron Boots, please. Okay. It's no good to beg the randomizer to give you what item you need. I swear to God, there's a desire sensor in this game too, like there's in Monster Hunter. Randomizers withhold items. I swear to God, it's real. Is there more Lake Hylia I can do, actually? Hey guys, I think I found a clue. Glue. Glue. South of Castletown has 4 checks, but I need to howl at a statue for that one. I don't know where the statues are exactly. I meant to turn off the statues being randomized. Not the owl statues, the whistling stones. I meant to turn those off, but I didn't. So there may be a part in this randomizer where I just have to leave and howl at a bunch of wolf stones. And it will take a long time because those are unskippable cutscenes. Dekubaba chest. South Farron Cave chest. Goron Springwater Rush. I need 240 more rubies for that. Alright, I'm gonna go to Farron Woods. Because I think those are checks that don't need any more items. So I should check those first. Flowers bloom in your heart. The problem is that the voice clips weren't very loud. Tell me if we're gonna talk about Deltarune now, because I guess that's the topic we're on. Is it just me, or is there a tinge of hypocrisy, especially with the way that Susie characterizes their own dark world? Like she's totally being blinded by the fact that she has a home for the first time. And the thought does not occur to her that all these dark worlds that she's destroying are homes just like hers. Like, I mean, okay, I get it. Apocalypse will come if there's too many dark fountains. But I don't think she really has a moment where she struggles with that, like, at all. What am I doing looking around for rupees? I can't afford 100 rupees. Jesus. I think the South Farron Cave is this one. I guess when you bring monsters back to Castletown, it's like, don't worry, we'll save you. We're destroying your world, but you can keep living. Flowery does point that out, yeah. Right. He so far, I think Flowery is the one villain, and Queen, because Queen was just misled, who like had a point, right? Because Queen's whole thing was, this shit rocks, so I'm gonna make more dark fountains. And then at the end of the game, they're like that chapter. They're like, but Queen, making dark fountains is bad. And then Queen's just like, oh really? I did not know. And then she becomes good. That is a point Flowery makes in the chapter. I guess my point is that there's very little reflection on Susie's part. Like, obviously the player is going to have those thoughts as Chris. Chris is not even in possession of his own soul. So, and Ralphie knows what's going on and how it's all going to end, so he doesn't give a fuck. But I think it's a good characterization that Susie glosses over that. Doesn't have any qualms about it. Queen was real for that? Yeah. Not villainous in the slightest. Just 100% misled. Literally a, really? I did not know that moment, and then immediately good. Wow. Oh. Chris is they, them, don't forget. Right. I forgot. Chris is not in possession of their soul. I suppose Rousey pushes her to ignore it. She does start questioning it actually because of Flowery. Rousey pushes her to ignore it. I know. She is being manipulated a little bit. But I still think it's strong characterization to have her not think about it too much. The irony there of what they're doing. I'm sure that there will come a scene in the very near future in that game where she has to confront that fact, and it's extremely uncomfortable for her. So that's nothing in Farron Woods North. Except Koro Bottle, which I can't afford. Forest Temple, Central Chest. No, there's only 4 checks in Forest Temple. Oh, shoot. I forgot a bunch of checks in Lake Hylia while I was there. I guess we're going back to Lake Hylia to do the Plum Balloon minigame. You know, it's funny. A guy named Plum, well, a bird named Plum, has a minigame that's fruit-themed. But there's no plums in the minigame. I guess that's intentional. Oh, wait. There's also Auru. I gotta talk to the man himself. Even though I already got his memo, I have to get the check that would have been his memo. So who's the ghost that inhabits Asgore's anime figurine? Like, canonically, do we know who that is? Yes. Thanks for the arrows. But also, no thank you. That's not what I need. Oh, hey, a fun little glitch here if you want to tab back in. I'm in another... Wait a minute. This is the wrong grotto, but whatever. I can still... Yeah. She's the Mad Dummy in Undertale. The Mad Dummy, really. I remember that character. I do. But that is not my first guess. Did people match the mannerisms, I guess? Or like the theme, musical themes or something? Or attack patterns? Because that's how people theory craft, right? They analyze music and attack patterns. These bees made me realize I'm wearing my headphones backwards. Because they're in the wrong ear. You don't want to draw? Well, I guess I'll finish up the checks in this area and then call it quits. She's known for repeating a word 3 times. Yeah, it's that kind of shit. She's known for repeating a word 3 times. Also, she's the only ghost we know about with big anger issues. Yeah, she has anger issues, definitely. Oh no, where's that grotto? No, not the water. Oh, crap. Shellblade Grotto. Is that on the other side of the map or what? Shellblade Grotto. Maybe in one of those grass patches? It sucks because, like, I was playing this last night. And I was in Shellblade Grotto, and I couldn't clear it. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'll come back later. But now I can't find Shellblade Grotto. Is this it? No. Okay, that's not it. There's only one other patch of, like, dirt. Wait, I know exactly where it is now. Of course. What am I thinking? Pokemon games didn't seem to dump well with my method. Gonna order a DS flashcard so I can dump with my OG DS. That sucks. Wait, you're trying to dump from a cartridge, right? I heard, you know, it's easy with discs, but with cartridges, you have to have the right hardware. And I don't just mean, like, the obvious, like, oh, you can't plug your cartridge into your disk drive. Like, it's a sensitive process, and, I hope you can pull it off, no problem, with the DS flash card. Depends on the disc? Really? Oh, you mean, like, the condition of the disc? Well, obviously there's that, of course. Of course. No way you're getting accurate data off of a scratched up disc. Yeah, obviously. How could I forget that? Okay, so this is the weird behavior that I wanted to show off. There's lots of cool, weird little details in this game like this. So, yeah, tab back in, and, Wii and GameCube need their consoles to dump. Oh, I knew that. I knew that you needed the console. Like, I know you can't just plop the disc into your disk drive. But I mean, it's a consistent process after you, you get your Wii jailbroke. Like, unless the disc is scratched, it's not going to be super errorful. Anyway. So these shell blades are down here in the water, and they're trying to grab me. But they're programmed to eat bombs if I throw them if I throw the bomb at them underwater. And normally this would be me with iron boots and water bombs. But they send out a hitbox every time they check for a bomb to be eaten. And that hitbox extends vertically, infinitely. So if I hold this bomb above the shell blades, you can see that it killed one of them, despite the fact that it fell in the water and disappeared, which would render the bomb inedible. And you can get it to eat it out of your hand. Yeah, see, look. It just ate it out of my hand. Disappeared completely from my hand. And this is how you kill the shell blades. But I'm going to just do it with arrows, I think. Oh, you can't do that. Right. Shit. Oh, I can do Isa Helping Hand because of the bomb arrows I have now. But yeah, I think I can kill these other two with the same method. Just hold the bomb over their head and they'll eat it. Okay, well that one exploded in my hands. Yeah, see, he just ate it. He ate it right out of my hand. Yeah, that guy did it too. That's so funny. There's not even a check in the game that says, like, don't eat the bomb if it's in Link's hand. They can just eat the bomb. Infinitely upward. And it was 20 rupees. Oh, I wonder how that short that I posted today is doing. This short that I posted is like a gross out humor one, so I don't think it's gonna do very well. It's literally just me looking at a room and seeing all the blood and shit in it and being like, wow, this is a dirty room. That's RimWorld for you. The average RimWorld dining experience. I have Zora armor. I could go faster than this. Well, if you ever do need to dump any PS3 games, I have a console that I can just let you jailbreak, and I got plenty of PS3 games that you can dump. Normal flight, please. And I'm gonna have to do this twice. One for each chest that I'm about to get. I wonder if these cuckoos are also thinking about how much they don't like being flown around against their will. I can find out. But I need to put the cuckoo down right, because otherwise it'll run away. And he ran away. Okay. Did it wrong. And it's purple rupee. trying to beat out a rhythm on my buttons here. Hang on, I can see what they're saying right now. I hope you'll come again. Oh, they're advertising. Are you winning lots of rupees? Oh no, they're in customer service mode. Are you winning lots of rupees? Yeah, they're in customer service mode, so I'm not gonna get a straight answer out of these cuckoos while they're working. You gotta talk to them while they're on their smoke break out back, and then they'll tell you all the dirt about Flyer and Faber, who are like definitely gay lovers. Like, we can agree that these two are gay lovers, right? I mean, he's got a womb tattoo, for God's sake. Ugh. Wait, is his name Faber? Or am I misremembering? I know that the clown in Hylia is Flyer. That much I do know. It's just arrows. Okay, time for the plum minigame, and then we're done. Lol, womb tattoo? You were tabbed out, huh? Okay, I will demonstrate. Just hang on. Okay, like, yes, okay, it's not. Obviously not. It's way too high to be that, but it just looks like it, okay? And they have matching ones. Like, I'm telling you, this isn't like a conspiracy theory. They're definitely a couple. Just, okay, look. You saw it? Okay, this guy doesn't have one. He just has chest or stomach hair, I guess. But yeah, they're definitely a couple. Okay. I believe the theoretical maximum score for this game is 64,000, but you only need to score 10,000. There's an achievement for Dusklight for getting the maximum possible score. But you don't need anywhere near the maximum score. Don't hit the watermelon. Okay. You break your combo if you hit the watermelon. Alright, I scored my 10,000. Now we can just cruise to the end. But I'm going to see if I can like get a high score here. Last time, I scored 42,000. Oh, okay. Don't hit the wall. No, 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 don't hit the ceiling either. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Looks like I'm gonna beat my score. This will be 42,000. Or 41,000, I guess. And this 46,000. Yeah, that's my high score. Wow, personal best. Now, please, Plum, don't give me trash. Don't give me trash, Plum. It's trash. It's blue rupee. All right. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I will be playing this next week. We will continue. But right now, I got some things to do. So, everybody, thank you. Thank you for watching. I will be streaming again tomorrow, and we're doing RimWorld Sunday. So look out for that. Go check out the shorts that I've been posting. I've been posting a lot of shorts, and yeah, just like and comment on them. Make sure that they can get a little bit of reach. It's obviously not your guys' responsibility, but if funny shorts from RimWorld is something that interests you, they're there. They are there. Well, that's that. Continue playing? No. Let me get the I need to actually get the ending thing up. Alright. I don't have anything to say more. So I'm just gonna go straight to the ending. Tip of the day. There is a massive amount of forest fire smoke in the air in the Americas right now. If that's you, stay indoors, wear a mask, drink lots of water. I mean, I know it's not you, Sonia, because we're living in the same spot and there's no smoke, but like for the viewer on Twitch, you know, stay safe out there. It's a burning world. All right. See you next time, or see you tomorrow with RimWorld. Bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.